All right, let's talk about something that sounds kind of boring, right? Career planning. But I want you to forget all about dusty forms and 50-page documents. Instead, think of it like creating your own personal adventure map. And your apprenticeship? That's not just a job. It's the place where your adventure begins. So let's get into it.
So here's our roadmap for this session. First, we're going to figure out what this whole map thing is. Then, we'll talk about your secret weapon as an apprentice. We'll cover why it's a really good idea to start planning right now, and then, the important part, how to actually get started. And finally, we'll look at who can help you along the way.
Okay, so what is career planning, really? Let's get one thing straight. It is not some huge, scary document that you write once and then shove in a drawer. It's way, way simpler than that. Think of it more like a personal compass you keep in your pocket, something that helps you figure out which way is north for you. At its core, it really just boils down to this: figuring out what you're good at, what you actually want to do, and then making a rough sketch of how to get from here to there. It all starts with you. Just asking simple questions like, hey, what parts of my job do I not hate? Or, you know what? I'm actually pretty good at this. This isn't a test. It's just a little mission to get to know yourself better. Now, this is the best part. As an apprentice, you have a massive, massive head start. You're not standing at the starting line trying to figure out which way to go. You are already on the path deep in the adventure. Seriously, think about it. While a lot of people are just learning about things in a classroom, you are out in the real world, on a real career path, and earning real money. You're getting actual, hands-on experience every single day. That right there, that's your superpower. Learning by doing is pretty much the most powerful way to learn anything. And just how much time are we talking about? 80%? That is huge. 4 out of every 5 days, you're in the thick of it, actually doing the job. You're not just reading about it in a textbook, you're living it. And that experience is absolute gold. So you might be thinking, okay, I'm busy actually doing the work. Why do I need to bother with a plan? Well, because a plan is what helps you connect the dots. It helps you see how the stuff you're doing today is actually a stepping stone to where you want to be tomorrow. It gives your daily tasks a purpose.
And you know, there's another really cool side effect of planning. Just the act of thinking about your future actually builds up your confidence right now. When you've got even a rough idea of where you're headed, you just feel more in control. And that confidence, people notice it. It shows up in your work, how you talk to people, everything.
Look, it really comes down to this choice. Without a plan, it's easy to just drift along, kind of reacting to whatever comes your way. But with a plan, even a simple one, you become proactive. You start to make things happen instead of waiting for them to happen. And trust me on this, employers can spot that proactive attitude from a mile away. Okay, enough of the why, let's get to the how. How do you actually get started with this? Don't worry, I'm not going to tell you to write a novel or fill out some complicated spreadsheet. We're talking 4 really simple, tiny habits you can literally start doing today.
Step 1, track your wins. Anytime you learn a new task, just make a quick note of it on your phone. Easy. Step 2, turn those wins into a list of skills. This helps you see your progress. Step 3, once a month, just take 5 minutes. 5, and add those new skills to your CV. It'll save you so much pain later. And finally, step 4, every now and then, just read that list. It's actual proof that you're growing, and it's an amazing confidence booster.
And here's maybe the most important thing to remember. In any big adventure, the hero never ever goes it alone. And you don't have to either. You are surrounded by people who can help you on this journey. Just look at this crew you already have. There are official resources like the National Career Service, and the experts at your college are there to help. At work, you can find a mentor, talk to your boss, and don't forget your friends and family. Sometimes they're the ones who see the superpowers in you that you can't even see yourself. So after all that, what should you do right now? The goal isn't to leave here with a perfect 10-year plan. No way. The goal is just to take one single, simple step. And that first step is just to think. Start with this question. What is one thing you genuinely enjoy doing at work? That moment in your day where you feel energized or when you think, yeah, that was pretty cool. That feeling isn't an accident. It's a clue. It's like a big glowing arrow on your adventure map, pointing you in the right direction. And for the second part of your first step, let's look ahead just a tiny bit. What's one new skill you'd actually be excited to learn in the next year? It doesn't have to be massive. Maybe it's getting faster with some software or learning a new trick from a coworker. Just naming it, saying it out loud is the first step to making it happen. Okay, you've got your compass, you've got the first clues for your map. Your adventure has officially begun. You know, the most exciting part of any map isn't where you are right now. It's all the amazing places you haven't explored yet. So, with that in mind, ready? Let's discuss.